Hi garden friends, welcome to the channel. I'm Era and this is Gardening on Purpose. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're a subscriber, welcome back. I garden in Zone 7B in the Southeast United States where I do plant hauls, clearance shopping, perennial planting, and everything in between. I hope you like my videos and thank you so much for taking the time to watch. So today I want to do a video because I'm going on vacation. And as a gardener, you know what that means. You know what that means. Watering. Watering. Now, in the southeast in Georgia here, I haven't had rain in quite a while. And I have a lot of stuff still in containers. I have a lot of stuff in the garden, as you can see, but I have just as much, well, maybe not just as much, but I have a lot of plants in the containers. And in my very last video I did, which was 2 days ago on September 30th, I showed you some plants that needed to go in the ground. And these were the plants that I actually showed you, these specific ones here, including that conifer, that Hetz midget, and that Tom Thumb. Along with those cone flowers, the agave, the autumn joy sedum, the viburnum, and the butterfly bush. Those guys were the main actors in that last video. But I do have a lot more plants in containers, and I'm just like thinking, whew, lots to water. Now, I don't have drip irrigation. I water overhead and I water with hand. I know I'm not going to stay at this place for long, so I'm not investing too much money into fancy equipments and stuff. The plants have been here for almost 3 years and they're doing quite fine. I don't need fancy setups. Yes, when it gets really, really hot in July and August, it's rough because I have to water all the time, but it's only for a couple of weeks, so I'm not even going to worry about it. But anyway, the point of the video is that I'm having someone come in to water the container plants, and these are some of the container plants. I have 4, what are these guys called? Elephant ears that I just watered because they've been droopy, because elephant ears love water. So on top of those perennials right there, I have these guys here that needs to be watered. I have some mums that are in containers that actually came back from last year. I have a couple other things here that I have lined up. And as you notice, the way I put them all close together. Let me just back up so you can see all the plants. This is not all of them, but most of the plants. And here is a dahlia that needs to be watered, a sedum, and other sedums, the veronica, the butterfly bush, along with these guys, all in containers that cannot go. Well, they can, but they'll struggle. But I'm hoping that when I'm away, they won't go more than 2 days without watering. Yes, the sun is not that hot, so they might not struggle as if, let's say it was in July or something, but we are in October. Today's October 2nd, and the highest that we've gotten lately is, 70 something, which is quite beautiful. Okay, so then also down here, I have some other guys that are in containers, and this is my patio peach, my bonfire patio peach that gave me beautiful peaches a year ago, but I didn't get to taste one because the squirrels and the chipmunks ate them all. But I know this plant has the capacity to be completely not overtaken, but riddled with peaches. I wish I had gotten to taste them, but the squirrels had other ideas. I also have a cherry tree that I got for Valentine's Day last February, and I meant to buy a pollinator plant for it because it won't give me a fruit unless this is the Bing cherry tree. Let me try to grab it. This is the sweet cherry Bing, and it needs a black, what do they say? A black Tartarian, a Van, or a Stella to produce fruit. And for some reason, I kept putting it off. So no fruit this year. And I don't think it would have actually had fruit if I had the plant right now. But it'll probably take, I think they said these things take 2 or 3 years to actually give you fruit, even with the pollen. But it's not a big deal. It was a gift, and I take care of gifts, and it's looking really great. Still in a container. I had it in the ground. I had it in the ground. And where I had it, didn't drain well, and it was looking rough. So I took it out the ground, put it in a container until I decide what I'm doing. Okay, and also I have the Leland cypress. Now I know it's not very often you see Leland cypress in containers, but I need mine to be in a container. These guys get huge. These guys get to 50 feet, and they are very fast growers. But the problem with these guys is they have shallow roots. I can't tell you how many times we've had thunderstorms and these things have toppled over in the neighborhood. So I purposely put them in containers to stunt their growth and to control them. And, probably take them with me. And when I have my new place, whenever that is, I don't know, 2-3 years, I will just put it in the ground far, far away from the house, far, far away, just in case it gets toppled over. But these I had gotten on sale for $19.95. So that's why I picked them up, really. So these guys here in the full sun area, these are full sun. Now I can't it'll be nice if I could have put all the plants in one area and that the person who's going to water will just come and just stand there. But it can't be that way because some of my plants need full sun, like these need full sun. The elephant ears can take a little bit of shade in the midday. They were in full sun before I made this video, which is why, and they weren't watered properly, which is why they look kind of rough. But I think in the next hour or so, they will perk up. They are quite fine. So this area here gets morning sun, and around 2 o'clock is when it gets into a little bit of shade. So I think they'll be fine here. I might actually move the sedum and the agave into the actual sun, like blasting sun, because they like that, they like that kind of torture. Well, it's not torture. They love it. And then I have 4 black diamond crepe myrtles that didn't flower this year for me, and they're in the containers. They're doing fine, and I'm thinking the reason why they didn't flower is because I didn't take care of them properly. I was so caught up in perennial shopping and plant shopping and video, and clearance and all that stuff. I was getting really, really great clearance plants and not taking care of the those guys right there, which is why they never produced the flowers for me, which is fine. So long as the plant is alive and healthy, I'm fine. I'm not like saying, oh, you're not going to flower. What's wrong? I know what's wrong. I did not give you your food, and I didn't give you the water that you needed, and that's why you didn't produce. So that's quite okay. I'm not even going to worry about the edible garden because I'm pretty much done. My edible garden is pretty much done. The only thing that I'm waiting on now are the onions. And as you can see, they're still here. Just waiting for them to kind of, that foliage to die back a little bit. Those are green onions, so those will not grow back. I'll pull them as I need them. But these are actual onions, and I'll know when they're ready, and they know we're close to ready. But everything else, edible-wise, is pretty much done. The watermelon, I got a couple of watermelons. This is not going to grow any further. It's been stunted right there. I think it's, the whole thing died back, and the plant is holding on, but it's done. I'm not getting anything else out of it, and that's fine. I don't really do edible gardens in the cold season. I mean not the warm season, the cool season. I only do spring and summer edible gardening. I don't do the whole cool season thing. There's just too many variables I can't deal with, because those are usually leafy greens, and I've tried before, and I've tried broccoli, I've tried asparagus, I've tried lettuce and spinach, and they always get eaten up by these stuff. And I do organic gardening, and I don't want to spray anything, so it just became too much work. But anyway, also over here you have, this is shade, part sun. My last video, you might remember the Patriot hostas, the gardenia, and the camellia. They're here, so they definitely can't put them over there because that's just too much sun for them. So they're kind of here under this tree area, so it'll be still easier for the person who's going to water it, because they also have to water all this too. So it'll still be in the realm of the hose. And then we have 3 Japanese maples in containers. These will never go into ground. Because again, when I move, I don't want to have to dig up a Japanese maple. I want to just grab it with me, just grab and take it with me. So these are here. I need to put them on bricks, but I'm running out of bricks to put stuff on, because you're not supposed to put the container directly on the ground because of diseases, of slugs, and all that stuff. But I don't have any more bricks. Okay, so that's pretty much all the plants that I have in. Well, actually, no. I do have 2 boxwoods in the front of my door, and I can just water those, and then he won't forget those because as soon as he's coming out the house every day, when he comes home from work, he will see it and he'll know it needs to be watered. But I have the hose ready. I even took it off the hose reel. So he needs to water these plants every other day. So there they are, guys. So just make it easier for the person who's going to help you water. You don't want them to have to wonder, should I do this and should I do that? Am I supposed to be watering this? I don't have anything to mark. I'm going to tell him what needs to be watered. I'm going to show him, and he'll see that there's one set of plants here to water, one set of plants over there to water, another set of plants over there to water, and these guys right here to water. And I've had him water before. I mean, he's okay with doing it, and he has no problem doing it. So just get somebody you who trust, somebody who actually knows how important your plants are, and not gonna be like, she won't know. Yes, we will know. We will know. And I know how I'm leaving my plants. I know what my plants look like. I'm leaving tomorrow morning, and I'm going to come out here tomorrow and look one more time. So I know, I have a visual of how my plants look. So when I come back here and all my plants are dead, that's a problem. That's a problem. That's a major problem. So get somebody who you trust and somebody who understands how important your plants are and knows that you're asking them because you need them. So guys, thank you so much for taking the time to watch my video. If you like this content, please like, please share, please subscribe, and please remember to hit the notification bell to be alerted on my new videos. Let me know if you have any questions, any comments, or what you're doing when you go away on vacation and you need your plants watered. Have a great day, guys. I'll see you in 10 days. Bye-bye.